Hi everybody, this is Donnell from Prescott Quilt Works. We are working on Urban Owls block number 5, which are the 2 house blocks. So these blocks are pretty simple this month, so there's not going to be much that we need to go over. The biggest part is in your kit. Here's your instruction sheet, and there's a little sticker that specifically says read the cutting instructions. It was the only mistake that I made was on my cutting. So in your kit you have 2 pieces of background fabric, and they're different sizes. So for this background, you need to make sure that you go to the last page of your handout and cut it according to this. I would actually lay it out, make sure it's going to cut correctly before you actually take your rotary cutter to it. This is the only part that's really going to be a little bit deceiving. The other thing that you really have to pay attention to is on page 3, where I start to explain the houses. The very first sentence here says there's a mistake on Wendy's pattern on house number 2. On her pattern, she says that the side, I think it's house number 2 is going to be, I believe it's this house here with the cat. It says in her pattern it's 16.5 inches. It's not, it's 17 inches. So make sure you're following my cutting instructions and change your pattern on Wendy's, okay? That's the only thing. So 17 inches. Obviously, if you make a mistake, you can always do a little seam and add on it. Not a big deal. So that's that. So let's go over real quick what's in your kit. So the first thing, of course, is your little fun items this month. Everybody got different stickers. Everybody's is different, so these are fun. Thank you, Mary. We have a piece of wool for your kitty cat. And this is a piece of, it's called like Soft Infuse for the back of your wool. It's softer than Steam-A-Seam, so I would suggest using this. We have these are the centers of your flowers. Okay, so you can just take out little parts of it and make them centers. It's just a fun thing. We have our flowers, right? Our flowers, we have just several different ones. You have quite a few items to pick from when it comes to who's hanging out of your house windows. We have dogs and cats. That's what I used. But we also included some stuff that people gave us. So if you feel the need to have a chicken hanging out your window, you've got some. Dogs with sunglasses, all kinds of stuff. These here are your leaves. We've got the dark and the light green. You can put them however you want, whether it be the dark on the outside or the, it doesn't matter. You have enough for both. You have doors for your houses. Pick and choose. Everything here, all the fabric you have, it's interchangeable. So if you want the polka dots for this, and you have that in your kit, which I'm just, oh, here it is. I thought we were missing it. This happens to be Claire's kit. Thank you, Claire, for not picking it up yet. Here's your grass fabric. 2 different ones, works either way. You have roof fabric. The black one here, the darker one, you'll find an extra little piece. It's for the chimney. It just cut different, but you still have enough for either roof. You can switch it if you want, but that's the roof. You have a bird. We have a bird body. You have your bird's wing, and you have a specialty piece for his eyeball. Okay, you'll notice here on mine, I forgot to give my bird some legs, so feel free to add legs to your bird, but right now he's just sitting on my house. Doesn't really matter. And then you have house material, and again, it's interchangeable. You can make it work however you want. If by chance you want your cat, your bird facing the way the pattern shows, just make sure before you cut it that it's going to face the correct direction. I really didn't care. I just wanted it to look cute on my house, and I thought that this guy looked better facing away. And this guy looks closer to the chimney. Doesn't matter. Same with your flowers and your stems. I just eyeballed it. I looked at the pattern and went ahead and just put it on where I thought it was going to go. You can copy the pattern, of course, but you don't have to. And remember, these stems, you have them left over from the first month. So you should still have a little box with all of your leftover stuff. Add that on there. I think I'm going to go back and add another leaf right here, but it's up to you. It's your house. So, the other little thing you have in your packet is next month. We had to move the date. So next month's date is, I believe it's the third Saturday, which this is December 16th at 1 o'clock. That next month is actually going to be pretty important. From now on, we're getting into the harder blocks. And next month, we're going to make our Queen of the May blocks completely different than how Wendy has it in her instructions. Wendy's instructions are 100% hand sewn and hand pieced, and we're not going to do it that way. It's really difficult. We have a better way to do it, and I'm going to show you next month. So I look forward to seeing you, and thank you, Alicia, for being my cameraman. Bye.
Bye.